Tes, halo. Tes satu, coba. Tes D, coba.
Today's event and representing all committees, would like to welcome all of you to Power System Talk, key role of research in modern power system for strengthening energy sustainability in Italy and worldwide. Give applause to everyone. We are here to have someone very special coming far from Italy, Professor Alberto Borgatti, as researcher and lecturer at the University of Bologna, and as our main speaker for today. Give applause to him, everyone. We're also honored to have Professor Dr. Etienne Imam Roberti, MD, as a researcher and lecturer at Institute Technology 10 November, and as today's special moderator. We're also honored to have Mr. Dede Chandra Yawan, as the PhD, as head of Electrical Engineering Department Institute Technology 10 November. We're honored to have Mr. Dimas Anton Asfani, STMT PhD as Secretary of Electrical Engineering Department, Institut Teknologi 10 November. We honored to have Dr. Roni Setowibowo, STMT, as Head of Power System Simulation Laboratory. We honored to have Professor Insinyur Otto Seno Perangsang, MSD, PhD, as Lecturer of Power System Simulation Laboratory. We honored to have Professor Dr. Insinyur Adi Supriyanto, MT, as Lecturer of Power System Simulation Laboratory. We honored to have Dr. Insinyur Niketul Karyani, MT, as Lecturer of Power System Simulation Laboratory, and all the honorable lecturer and participants. Please give applause to all of us. Praise to the God Almighty, because of all His grace and mercy, we can gather in today's event. Therefore, it will be nice if we can pray according to our respective religions and beliefs, so that today's event can run smoothly and provide good benefit for all of us. Pray, begin. Amen. All right, maybe some of you are wondering already, like what kind of event that we will have today, right?
So therefore, I will read the agenda for today's event. After the opening that we have right now, we will sing the Indonesia Raya song and it as hymn. After that, we have opening remarks from Mr. Dedet, and it will be represented as the Mr. Dimas Anton as the Secretary of Electrical Engineering Department. After that, there will be the main event, which is the lecture from our honored speaker, Professor Alberto Borghetti, that guided by our honored moderator, Professor Imam Robandi. And we will then continue with Q&A session and session with closing and documentation. Maybe I would like to speak all of you right now. Like I would like to say, good morning, everyone. Okay, maybe because like all of you guys still, this is still morning. Maybe you guys don't have breakfast already. Did you guys have breakfast?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Maybe I like to gain spirit from all of you. If I say good morning, you guys feedback me and say morning too, okay? Good morning, everyone. Okay, that's the spirit that I like to take. Okay, so after this, just as I mentioned, we will sing the Indonesia Raya song and it as hymn. So for everyone, can stand up and sing along.
Indonesia Raya, di sana berdiri Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa tanah airku, marilah kita bersatu, Indonesia bersatu. Indonesia, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, anakku negeriku yang tercinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Everyone can sit down while we still see the lab of PSSL. So while we wait for the laboratory video of SSL, I'd like to talk to you. Let's have a little chit chat first. So I like to ask, maybe like some of you all know, where do you know this lecture from? Like, is it from our social media, from Instagram, or is there someone that like to chit chat with me? Okay, maybe you guys just still sleepy, yeah? It's still morning, like still 10 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I guess because this our video is ready, so I'll give to the operator.
That is our profile video of power system simulation library.
After this, we will have the opening remarks from Mr. Dimas Anton, as Secretary of Electrical Engineering Department, Institut Teknologi 10 November. Therefore, to Mr. Dimas Anton, time and place are yours. Give applause, everyone.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To our honorable professor, guest professor, Professor Alberto Borghetti, welcome and thank you to Electrical Engineering Department, and we are very happy to have you in this session. And also, I would like to thanks for coming to this lecture, Professor Imam Robandi as the moderator, and also I see here Professor Antoseno, Prof. Adi, Prof. Madi, and Pak Roni, and also Bu Aryani. So welcome, and of course all of students who come to this lecture session. Thank you very much for coming to this session. Hopefully we can see a very important technology related to future power system. We know that we have PLN system like in Indonesia, and I know that our system is absolutely different with the European power system, and hopefully it will be very interesting for us to compare, try to find which one the better. But we know that we have several options for future power station. Hopefully we can enjoy all of the lecture session today. And thank you very much for the assistant laboratory of power system to organize all of this session. So, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you for the amazing speech coming from Mr. Dimas Anton. Give applause, everyone. After this, we go to the session that all of us waiting for, which is the main event, something that all of us waited. So without any further ado, I call upon Professor Dr. Insinyur Imam Robandi MT as our beloved moderator. Give applause, everyone.
Okay. Together with me, together. So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Wilujeng Enjing. Selamat pagi, Ohio gozaimasu. Yes, today we have special guest from Bologna University. Departamento de Electrica, okay, Università Bologna. Applause to Professor. And this special, he just come in Surabaya Sunday, flight from Bologna to Frankfurt to Singapore, and so delayed. Until Surabaya delay more than 12 hours. Yeah? But it's okay. Singapore is okay. So Bologna, the special city in Italy. You know, this is Europe. Part of Europe is Italy. The capital, Rome, Bologna, Milan. Yes, okay. Milan, this is Frankfurt. From Bologna to Frankfurt around by car, by flight 1 hour. By car, So did you go to Frankfurt by car? By plane. Yes. The Italy is a very nice country. Yeah. The Bologna is very nice university. The rank of US rank in world around 135, 36, maybe Bologna University. Yeah, okay. The student in Bologna University around 92,000 students. Maybe more than ITS. 92,000. The population of Bologna around 300,000. That means that 30% of the population of Bologna are a student from Bologna University. Applause to Today we have discussed about power, energy, not only in Bologna, not only in Bologna University, also this is the study about energy in Europe. The European Union, yeah, European Union. So this is very interesting topic today. So not only in Europe, also in the wide world. This first, and the second, maybe you can discuss with Professor Alberto Borghetti about the relationship between ITS and Bologna University. Also, yeah, also Surabaya and Bologna. Also another talk. If you want to join with the Bologna, so if you want to join so many scholarships from Indonesia to Bologna, LBGP, so another scholarship you can discuss today. So this part of them is my student in my class. So another member of the laboratory of quantum simulation. Yeah. The boss is today exactly the host is Dr. Roni Seto. Pak Roni, suka biar Pak Roni. Wah. This program is involved research mobility, so this is the program for inviting some great professor in outside of Indonesia to ITS. So maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. First, I welcome to the participants. I think here there is a student, undergraduate student, and then master student also, and also from senior school or junior school. Yeah, from.
Which one for another ITS?
From yeah, Prof. Imam invite his colleague there from where? From Muhammadiyah elementary school and junior high school, I think. Yeah. And I hope through this event we can enrich our view, especially about our system in Europe and also Italy.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome. Yes, thank you. Dr. Yeah, close. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning all of you. Professor Toseno, Prof. Adi, Prof. Bisdel, or guest another lecturer maybe. So until until 11 more. Okay, we can start together. We can approach to Professor Alberto.
Thank you very much. I don't know if I can. Just one.
Check.
Problem. I don't know if it is working.
Check.
Can you hear me? Yes. I don't know if it is working. Thank you so much for the invitation, and it is my honor and pleasure to be here today, and also for the possibility to provide this talk. Please let me know if you cannot hear me, or also during the presentation, if you have some questions and so on, you can interrupt me at any time. And I would like also to thank in particular Professor. Yeah, thank you. I started this talk just with a very brief presentation of the university. You can see in this slide some pictures of the city, and I don't know if this is one of the square, the main square of the city, and this is the image of the building of the university where there is a rector now at the university. It is a campus inside the city, so it is a urban campus, and this is the, okay, you see 900 years of history, because the foundation here is expected to be 1088, so 1088. And this is another spell that the students, the library, at the position of Bologna in Europe, that is there. It is mentioned also some other. The region in Italy is the Emilia-Romagna, and Bologna is the center, and it is the capital of the region, with the city there. These are the numbers, I mean, they vary every year. So the number of students enrolled, of which international students, 6,700 almost. In particular, we have international students at the master level. The curriculum is in general 3+2, so 3 years for the bachelor degree, 2 years for the master, and in general the international students are attending the master degree, and then plus the PhD. I don't know if this introduction is enough. Do you have any curiosity, any question? As far as possible, I can answer. Apparently, no. So I'm going to the. There is a delay between my. Yeah, and I'm going to the laboratory of electrical power system I belong to. So these are the people that are working with me. I have honor to be these colleagues. So Professor Nucci and myself, Associate Professor Napolitano, also Toscano, and Stefano Lilla is a researcher, and these are the PhD students now are working with us in the laboratory of electrical power system. The laboratory is dealing with the generation, transmission, distribution of electricity. So the rest of the talk will be focused on this talk. So it is the expected topic of this lecture, that is modern power system for strengthening energy sustainability. And in particular, the second part of the talk will be devoted mostly on distribution network rather than transmission network. But I'm starting with the general overview. So there is always the delay, so I need to wait for the slide a few seconds, no? Just there is this slide. I put this slide in order to just motivate what is the behind the research and also the industry effort. We are in academics, so we are more interested in research. What is the push behind this the research in power system? That is mostly due to the so-called decarbonization. So there is a general understanding that the increase in temperature and the change of the climate, not the weather that is changing every day, but the general trend of the climate change is also due to human activities, in particular to the production of carbon, so the emission, greenhouse emission carbon. And then there is this figure that says what is the global greenhouse gas emission by sector in the year 2016. So very recent for the climate overview. And there is a large part of these emissions that are linked to energy. So it is something that involves also electrical power system. So we are part of this, and in particular the energy used in buildings, transport, and energy in the industry. And we can see also the trend of this effort in order to decarbonize at least part of this energy issue, that is the production of electrical power, so power energy. and you see the percentage of the use of fuel soil, of fossil fuel, others that are including also nuclear and traditional biomass and the renewables. In the year 2011, 2019, then the pandemic, and then 2021 after the pandemic. So we can see that the use of fossil fuel is decreasing with a lot of effort, but not decreasing so much. And there is an increase of the use of renewables, but probably well behind the expectations. So a lot of effort is still needed to decrease this part in global, so this is for the entire world, and increase the use of the renewable resources. Are there any question, anything? So I will try to give you an overview of the actions in Europe in order to deal with the problems of decarbonization. But this is a very huge topic and so on. So I prefer to put in this slide some links to data or to, information that you can find directly yourself. This presentation will be available to all of you, so you can check yourself the website. I can also open, but it is struggling for going to the internet. So I have selected one image, two images for each website in order to understand what is in this website. I'm starting with the first one, that is the electricity map, and then I will try to show you the maps of the network in Europe in particular. There is something for the electricity market that is something that is characteristic also for my country. And at the end, there is also a website of the projects that are, it is the 10-year network development plan, and from the transmission system operators in Italy for the projects that are implemented in order to increase the use also of renewables and deal with the carbonization aim. Is it fine? So I'm starting with the first one, the electricity map. It is a map that is the same for each country, so not only Europe, it is all over the world. You can check the website, the carbon intensity, so the grams of CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour. It is for it is just above the thing that I try to write. Thank you so much. It is gram the CO2 equivalent per kilowatt hour, and so it shows the so-called carbon intensity. It is day by day. You see September 10 for each hour. And says how much of the electricity is coming from renewables. So you have a green thing, particularly in France, from nuclear, so not a carbonization, or the part that is more for carbon or from fuels, for fossil fuel. So you see here in Italy the colors that are, and then some greener countries, and you can look up. I will pass. If there are no questions, please stop me if there are any questions or curiosity. This thing, I can pass to another website that is mentioned in the listings. The second, that is the website of the European Network of Transmission System Operators. This is Europe, and in general, the network of each country is operated by in separated transmission system operators, so an operator of the transmission and also owner in general. In general, there is one transmission system operator for each country. There are countries in which there are two or also three because they are big and they have an history, in particular in general. But the networks is all together, so it is a unique network for all over Europe. And this organization is the organization of all the transmission networks that are connected all together. It is quite huge. There are a huge population in Europe altogether. It is all synchronized. So the network in Italy is connected through the lines, the interconnection lines in the Alps, to France, to Switzerland, to Austria, to Slovenia, and to Montenegro through this. You see this pink color, it is HVDC. It is a high voltage DC line. All the rest of Europe, I mean, are AC lines, 50 but these are connection in DC. So this is a 500 kV DC connection between Italy and Montenegro, that is on the other side of the Adriatic here. There is a connection to Greece. This is the connection to Greece. And there is a connection between also Sicily and this island that is called Malta, and it is an independent state. It is in the middle of the Mediterranean. So you see that there is also the line here. I have concentrated with Italy, but you can see that also all over the Europe is all concentrated, is all interconnected, synchronized. So from Poland, also Balkan countries to Portugal, it is all synchronized, the system. So the system is in reality unique because this is the idea. In the website, you can also see around and click on the characteristics. I don't know if you have any curiosity of this system or any question. So there is another website that I mentioned at the beginning that is Open Inframag, and it repeats the information of the previous slides, but for over the world. So there is also the map of Indonesia, probably, but I focus on the map of Bologna. So this is the map of the network in Emilia-Romagna, that is the region. Here is Bologna. And you see in pink colors, these are the high voltage transmission lines with these substations. And the voltage, the maximum voltage is 400 kV. We don't have a level of 500 or 725 that is typical in other countries. In Europe, the maximum level of the voltage of the network is 400 kV. These are these lines in pink. And then near to the consumption, there are in Bologna two main substations, one in the east and one in the west part of the city. Here there is the load, I mean there is the city, and then there are lines that are feeding the substations into the city. And these lines and these brown color, and they are 132 kV, and they are feeding the network, the urban network, that is 15 kilovolt. That is the level of the voltage that are included. You can see here the main power station around Bologna, the Bargi power station, that is pump hydro, because here there are the Apennines, so there are some mountains. Here there is a valley, the valley of the Po River. The Po River is in this, that is the longest river in Italy. and so many power station, thermal power station are there. So you see in Sermi de Ostiglia and so on, they are thermal power station along the river and also near to the sea. This is the Adriatic coast. I don't know if you have any question about the system here. I'm the next website. It is the website of the Terna. It is the transmission system operator in Italy. So you see here for 10/9, so September 10th, so yesterday, what was in orange, the forecast of the load during the day, and in blue, the actual load that is following the forecast. Okay, the typical behavior. You have a main consumption during the day and low consumption during the night. You can see also here how yesterday this load has been covered from the power station in Italy. So you see that this color is thermal power station. So this part, and there is the hydro part that is in blue here. There is also some wind that is distributed, and there are also some thermal power station in Tuscany. So you see that this covers mostly the amount 40 gigawatt. Here it is bigger because also there is the import. So you see also here the import from the other countries nearby Italy. And you see that there is the yellow part. That is important because it is the photovoltaic production. So during the night, you don't have obviously photovoltaic. And then there is the increase of photovoltaic production during the day, and obviously disappears when during the day. And this is something that we can also see in the distribution, because main of this production is connected to distribution lines, not to the transmission lines. There are only a few big power stations from photovoltaic that are so big to be connected to the high voltage. The large part of this production is produced at the distribution level. So they are systems that are connected to low voltage and in general to 15 kilovolts. So the distribution network becomes the place in the system where there is a large part of production during some hours of the day. That makes it more interesting also the operation of the distribution network. That is the topic of the second part of the This is still the transmission system operator in Italy, and just show the exchange with the other countries nearby. This was just September 9 at 11 p.m. And this is the import of power from the other countries, Slovenia, Austria, Switzerland, also Germany, France, and there is a small export to Corsica, that is an island in the Mediterranean that is part of France but is separated, so it is fed by Italy. And also there is some export to Malta and to the Greek. Feel free to ask me questions if you have any curiosity about this figure. I'm going here to talk about very short to the electricity market. I mean, in Europe, starting 1990, I mean, in the 90s, so we can say 30 years ago, there is a process, consolidated nowadays process, to liberalize the production of electricity. So the companies that produce electricity are private companies, and it is free for everybody. Let's say, to produce, to have the power station and connected to the network. And since that it is liberalized, there is a market, so the price is not defined by the government, the price of the electricity, but it is a combination of the willingness to produce by the generators, so the companies that they own the generators, and the demand request from not from the final user, are the resellers that are the gross that buyers of electricity that then they have a contract with the final users. So every day there is a market that is closing around 5 p.m. every day for all the hours of the following day. This is called the day-ahead market. And for each hour of the following day, the producers offer a curve of price and power. So they express the willingness to produce power at some price. So it is an increasing curve. And there is also a request from the buyers to buy electricity and at some price. The combination of the two is the price in the countries. So the country is divided in parts because there are some constraints of the flow of the power into the line. So there are some congestions, they say. So there are some limitation of the power that can flow from one part of the country to another part, in particular for the island. And for each zone, there is a price. So this is the price for September 11, so today. That was the results of the market of yesterday. That was closed at 5 p.m. yesterday. And at 12, so more or less now. And these are the prices. These are in euro. I think that the conversion with the Rupiah is 17,000. So you may think about the price of this is the gross price, not the final price for the users, because you need to add the taxes and also the compensation for the use of the network that are fixed by the authority. And you see that there is an island in which they are very happy. At least in 12, that is the price that is much lower than the others. And this is due to the fact that the connection between this island, that is Sardinia, to the continent, it is limited. It is an HVDC cable. There are two, but there is a limitation. And here there is an overproduction because we are in summer, still in summer, there is a lot of production from renewable. And so there is an overproduction that cannot be exported to the rest of the system in Italy because there is a limitation, capacity limitation, power limit so there is overproduction with respect to the consumption, so the price is getting low. Any curiosity about this? I'm showing to you just we need to wait. Okay, this is for the same hour. This in green are the offers from the producers in all Italy. So they are increasing. In general, renewables are offered at zero price. And then there are power stations that they offered at higher price. The marginal offer is the one that is important. So you can see that here it is very detailed and nobody is interested in that part because this is fixing the price. So and in orange you see the offers from the consumer, from the demand side, that is decreasing. So if the price is low, they are willing to consume a lot. If the price is high, they don't want to consume, but still there is a need to consume because they have some fixed contract with the final user. So some fixed quantity is, so there is, we can say that the elasticity of the demand, the economists say this, is not much high. It's quite vertical, the orange. So the important part is the green part. So they are the generators that are playing in order to fix the price, because there is no much flexibility or elasticity in the demand side, at least in short term, for one day to the other. Is good? The point of this is the aggregated combination of the offer from the generators. This is the aggregate offers from the demand. This is power, this is price, and the combination of the two curves give the power. So these offers into the left are accepted, those are not accepted. So these generators do not produce. These consumers are not satisfied. They don't consume this power. And so these are the offers that are accepted, and this is the price. That is the price of electricity for that time period. Until now, the periods are 1 hour. Starting from next year, it is 15 minutes for all over the Europe. So this scheme is also, common for all the countries because it is a unique market. Any question? Any doubt? Yeah. As far as possible, I cannot answer all the questions.
Okay, thank you. According to the slide, there is demand that the bidding is not acceptable, the right side, and is it means that they don't get the electricity, or there is another meaning?
I have not understood the final part of your question. Is there a possibility of?
At the right side, there is a demand
They are
that not accepted,
Yeah.
and then is it mean that they have no electricity or what? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. The result is that that offer is not allowed. So the reseller is not allowed to take the power from the grid. So cannot sell the power to the final users. So I mentioned to you that this does not go to zero. No, it is not the typical curve because the reseller has some fixed contract with the final user. Myself at home, I have a contract with a reseller that guarantees for 6 months, 1 year, the duration of the contract that I'm allowed to take some energy and power, so the 3 kilowatt in general and the energy. So the resellers, they have this contract, so they need this energy, So you see that there is something that is fixed. So probably I mentioned here, but probably the part that should be mentioned is here. So you see that is mostly vertical. But there are also some final users, big users, that says, if the price is very high, I will not consume because what I'm doing with the electricity is not so much valuable in order to compensate that cost. In general, industrial plants and so on. So these industrial plants provides this elasticity. So it is not, the consumption is not completely vertical, so fixed power, but there is some elasticity because there are consumers that say, if the price is low, I will consume more. If the price is high, I want to consume less because probably I can shift part of the production, part of the use of electricity to another period because this is just for 1 hour, but in the other hours it is different.
And the price determined by 6 months or 1 year contract.
For the final use, for the residential, yes. But in this market, the industry is playing directly. It is not, there is no an interface of a reseller. The big industry or the industry that is, connected to the high voltage grid in general, participate directly to the market as a single buyer because according to his requirement. This is decreasing the cost.
Okay, thank you. But maybe tomorrow we can discuss it.
Yeah. And I can also show to you some in the slides, also in the website because
Maybe
the
100%
details
different
are-
with Indonesian style.
Yeah. And this is the figure taken from always the website of the electricity market that I mentioned in the list. This is the for September 11. So yesterday I took the picture in the website at 5 p.m. It is published, so everybody can check. No, and this is the price behavior during the day. We are, not, surprised that the price during the night is lower than in the day. During the day, you can see that there is the valley. Why there is the valley? Because there is a lot of production from renewables, in particular for solar. And the solar is, the offer is zero. So, because, every price is good for the solar panel. You can, so the production is greater than the consumption, and so you have that the price is decreasing in the middle of the day and increasing a lot in the evening when there is no more sun and there is the consumption from the in particular when there is the Pardon? Oh yes, these are the various parts, the various zones, because the price, the network has some congestions. So for each, I need to wait.
So the price.
Okay, no.
So the price changes every time.
Is changing with time and also with the zone of Italy. And these are the zones that you see in the table. Different zones because there may be congestions into the line, so there is a price that is different from the others, in particular in this period, but can be different. And you see also in the list the price of other countries because Italy is importing power from the other countries. So there are the price also of the other countries. And I put here, I need to wait 5 seconds for the slides, but I put here also the results taken from the transmission system operator in France. That is this one. This is France. And this is Italy. And this figure that is in the website is September the 10th, shown the profile of the price for every hour of the day and compares the price in France that are the blue one, very, very low, and with the other curves, and in particular with Italy on the other side. And you see in the figure here that white is France, red are the countries that are connected to France with a higher price, and there is no green, but there will be green if the price is lower than France. It is difficult to have a price lower than France in general. And this is due to the fact that the electricity market is separated in every country, but still you have some interconnection. No? So the flow of the power is expected always to go from the zone with a lower price to the zone with a higher price, no? Because you send something from the zone where the price is low to the zone where the price is high. So they are very concerned when it happens the opposite. So all the markets are coordinated so that in one zone the price is lower than the others, the flow of the power should go from the lower price to the highest. price.
So in this case, that means pure for business equation for determine the price of electricity. There is no influence the politic approach in determine the tariff, the price in each countries in Europe.
No, the politics came out with the idea that was an historic idea from the 80s, no? Thatcher, Reagan, no, and so on, and that the market is the good way in order to deal with also the business of electricity production, transmission, distribution, and use. So this is the big. So the government, the authority fix the rules for the market, and then the market is free. I mean, the price are different with a different time and so, and the government is not allowed to put his hand into the market, because they say by the theory, no, the economists, that the market has a hidden hand, so he can manage by himself. And then I don't know.
So,
it is a philosophy, so I don't know. If,
how the response of the population or the people and society in Italy and another country, sometimes high, sometimes low, is okay?
it is okay when it is decreasing. It is not okay with when the price is very high. Yeah, and so when there was the start of the war in Ukraine, no, the price were scoring, no, as yes, they were very high because also, and so so probably this is my answer.
Yeah, no, yeah, this is for because in Europe is most educated people. Maybe it's not. It's okay. For your opinion, for example, this is applied like in developing countries, okay?
Yes, because I mean, it is not, I mean, the level of education of the final user. The final user has a contract with the reseller, so it is just a choice between different resellers with similar no tariffs and so on. It is like the organization of all this that it is the main issue, and I don't know if it is the cost for implementing all these organization with the market and so on and so forth are compensating the expected advantages, or yeah, it depends.
Yeah. Oh.
Depends on the details. I don't know.
Difficult to understand for Indonesian people maybe.
Any? Yeah. Thank you.
It's very interesting topic. I have a question. So, is there any regulator? Oh, okay. My name is Muhammad Thomas Prakasa. We just meet yesterday. Back to question. So, is there any is there any regulator company that make rules or regulation in Europe?
Yes.
And then the electricity companies should follow the rules. And how many electricity companies that compete in energy market in Europe? Because it's very interesting topic. In Indonesia, in Indonesia, it's just one national. National electricity company.
Yes, in Italy before. Yes.
I have a question. Is every nation have their electricity company? And can we choose to buy electricity from the other country?
Yeah. I probably missed one of your questions. The last by one.
Can we choose to buy the electricity from the other country?
Yes, I have understood that there was another question about before.
How many electricity company that compete in energy market in Europe?
Oh, okay, perfect. Starting from the authority, I have missed to put the website in the list, because it is an Italian authority. Every country has its authority for the energy, not only for the electricity, but the energy also in general and so on. So it is behind the market, the rules, the fixed rules, the timing for the market and so on. So it is a regulated market very closely. So it is in Italian, and there are a lot of regulation and bureaucracy. You need to send the offer at that time, and you need to have this characteristic. So it is probably too much details also for us and so on. So I missed, but it is a strongly regulated market. So there are extremely accurate rules for the market, no? So for the participation. And the other thing is that there is a separation of the company between generation, transmission, distribution, the operation distribution network, and reselling. They cannot be the same. In particular, the transmission network, the operator of the transmission network, that is a company in Italy, it is called Terna, cannot own any power station at all, cannot be involved in the production because it is a monopoly. The network is unique. So there are strict rules that says that they needs to act in a transparent way and also without preferring one producer with respect to another. So there is a strong division, separation, unbundling, basically, from the production, so the companies of the producers and the unique company that deals with also on the transmission network. Also for the distribution network is quite the same because there are many companies for the various parts. I have in the list some tens. One is the biggest, but in the big cities there is in general one company for the operation of the distribution network in the municipality, and they take care for the measurement of the meter. So this is important. Then the resellers, there are so many. There are many tens, and every day in Italy you can receive a call for a reselling that is trying to sell a contract with a lower price than the others, in particular here. And many of these resellers are selling the power from abroad. So there are many reselling that are selling the electricity in Italy. That they are buying the electricity from France, from the market in France, in Switzerland, and so on.
For example, this is the generator system.
Yes, The transmission system is unique for all the Italy, but cannot own any generators because can interfere, can have a preference with that. So the generating company are making a contract with the transmission system.
So this of money maybe not problem. The rich country maybe not problem. Okay. What another country in Europe? Union is okay. But so you are countries in Europe using this style, very complicated style.
I don't think that the problem is the average, wage. The problem is the specific family. So the rich people, they do not have any problem in every system, and the poor people have problems when the price is high. So as far as the organization guarantees lowest price to the final users, probably for the poor people is good. So it doesn't matter the organization, is the final result is important. If the price is very high because you have a unique system, but it is something that is managed not so well, there are many politicians inside. The cost is high, not because the high is the production, but because there are some difficulties or someone that is doing the wrong thing in the planet system, you have many, I don't know, power stations that are not really used, but they are just built in order to make money. So the price of the electricity is very high. And if you have a market that is working very well, I mean, there is a competition. So every company, generating company, tries to find the way to produce electricity with the lowest price, because otherwise it's out of the market. You see, that is very clear that you are not allowed to produce. You are out. And there are many companies that are getting out. So there is a strong push to decrease the price. So the market that is working is guaranteed to the final consumer the lowest price, and they are very
Yes, yes, yes.
But you can also play the reverse. There is a market that is not working, so there are prices that are skyrocketing, and so the poor people have some problems. So I
Okay.
think that the main issue is not the organization, is how to guarantee the final results, that is electricity should be cheap.
Thank you, thank you. Maybe there is another question. Another Faruni, another you. Okay. Come here, please. Oh. Wow. So you are a student elementary? Yes, yes. So,
What is the? Oh yeah. Sorry. My name is Clea. I'm from Mudipat. And what's the?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I have a question. What is the average amount of electricity in sixth grade? What is the average amount of electricity in Italy per house?
Per house. Okay. The average contract is 3 kilowatt. I don't know if so. This is the power, no? So in general, this is the majority of the people for a single meter. They receive the possibility to consume until 3 kilowatt. That can be, I don't know, oven plus a refrigerator plus something, but not much, no? So this is the usual contract. Without a limitation of the energy, I mean, just what you afford, no? Yeah. There are people that owns the electric vehicles. So they want to charge the electric vehicles at home. So with the contract of 3 kilowatts, it takes too long because it takes all the night to charge the electric vehicles. So they are requesting, and there are schemes in order to guarantee at least in some hours the extension of the power from 3 kilowatt to 5 to 6, because the design of the installation is already capable, no, to guarantee an increased power. And this is useful for the rich people that they have the electric vehicles. That is, more expensive than the other cars until now. I don't know if this answered.
My name is Audrey Almira Rizky Putri. I'm from Mudipat. I want to ask, what is the average cost of like we buy electricity from Italy? What is the average cost?
Yes, the average cost is, it depends on the contract and so on, but is around 150 euro per megawatt hour. So you need to convert in European by multiplied by 17,000.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nah, kamu itu caranya bertanya diajari gurumu atau inisiatif sendiri? Dari rumah sudah ada pertanyaan atau spontanitas dari sana tadi?
Dari sana sih.
Apa diajari gurumu takon gini gitu nggak?
Tadi ada.
Oke, thank you. Lain kali kalau bertanya jangan sulit-sulit ya, yang gampang-gampang. Oke, kelas 6 udah hebat sekali. Tepuk tangan, oke, luar biasa. Pak Roni.
Yeah, thank you. As mentioned in your slide before that Italian grid connected to the European grid, is it right? Italian grid connected to the European grid.
I missed the beginning of your sentence.
Yeah,
Who
as
is
mentioned
connected?
in your slide.
Yes.
Yeah, Italian grid connected to the European grid, is it right?
Italy?
Italian grid.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, there are connections.
Let's say there is a fault.
So I was thinking about Iceland or something like this. That is
Okay,
another
yeah.
question.
And then there is a fault inside the Italian system.
Yeah.
And then let's say the CP open to isolate the Italian system.
Yeah.
How to reconnect? To reconnect? Because
I mean, in 2003, there was a general blackout in
Yeah.
Italy. Was a fault, it was not in Italy, it was in Switzerland. But that fault was because of communication. We don't understand very well, and then they have improved a lot. The monitoring, not only in Italy, but also in the other part, because if you are interconnected, also what happens on the other side is important for you. So there was a fault in Switzerland. So a line was taken out. There was during the night, so was spring. But the other lines were overloaded. I've shown to you that Italy is importing also during the night because it depends on the price. No, so the other lines were overloaded. So they tripped in some minutes. So for the operators in the central station was difficult to deal with. Also because some misunderstanding probably, so they have improved a lot the communication between the control centers of the various transmission system operators. So Italy went in an island. So all the lines that interconnects Italy with the rest of Europe, there were no present other connection, were tripped out. So the Italy went in island, and there was no sufficient generation in order to sustain the grid, so there was a blackout, a total blackout of the entire Italy. And it took 1 day, also more than 1 day, to recover the electricity in all the countries, also in the island, in the Sicily, and Sardinia, in order to recover and to interconnect with the other. I don't know if this is answering your question, but at least you have a reference. If you search in Google, you see blackout in Italy 2003.
Yeah, it's like a synchronization process, right?
Yes.
Yeah, synchronization. It means that the frequency in the Italy and also another part of Europe should be the same, and also the plotted angle and should be the same.
Oh, yes,
something like that?
It is interconnected. So the restoration process, they call that, the restoration process after the blackout is quite challenging because you can start from the part of the network that is still energized and try to energize the other parts. But you can also start from some, in general, small hydropower station that they don't need electricity in order to provide power, and they start and they can feed the auxiliary system of the big power station, power plant. So you can build up some islands that are energized and then reconnect. So it is a procedure that is quite sophisticated. And it is also a subject of research because in the future we can say that the big power station will be less operated. No, there are more renewables. So you need to think and to plan a restoration plan that is coming from the small power stations, so many, and so it is probably more difficult or new, at least from the past.
This question is exactly for tomorrow because we discussed in our laboratory about more detail about power system and other. So excuse me for another people, it's very difficult material today. So we have the one question maybe. And our student from the International University program, which one? That no, not you. The IUP program, which one? There is one student stay a long time in Uni Emirat Arab. Which one? What's name? Aduh. Hmm? So, not you. So, you. Yeah. So there's a special student from our department, IUP student. Semester what? Semester one. Okay, introduce your name. You from stay where? So program in ITS.
Hello, my name is Theodore Furui Widiamoko, and I'm born from Surabaya, Indonesia. However, most of my life I lived in the United Arab Emirates. And I'm from the electrical engineering department.
Yeah, and I've not understood if there is a question. No question.
This make the question.
I see.
Maybe not only material, if you want about Bologna, about University of Bologna, UNESCO, and other. Not only material, it's very difficult for you. Okay.
No problem.
How long is the program in for the master's and PhD program? Oh,
3 for bachelor and 2 for the master.
You know how much the tuition for the programs are?
It depends. I really don't know. I don't know.
Thank you.
It depends.
Okay, get the applause for name?
There are scholarships and so on.
Theo. Okay, Theo.
It's so difficult.
So you can read this one. This question. Yeah.
In the European market, how important is a digital twin to be applied for power system? And how is IPP, independence power produce, communicate and synchronous to its other digital twins while keeping its own data to support power resilience?
Do you know the meaning? No, only read, okay? Okay, thank you.
Probably this question is...
The question is difficult. This is the question. You know?
I cannot read because I have the wrong... Okay, I will try to answer. It is not a good answer, but I will try. This slide shows the 10 years network development plan of the Union of Transmission System Operators. This deals with partially also with the questions. So what is the plan now to reinforce the network? There are always some plans. You see some colors and some lines. And so there is a plan and also the activation of, for example, in Italy, to better interconnect the network of Italy with the rest of Europe. One of the interconnection is this one that I has already mentioned, an HVDC link, so direct current link between Italy and Montenegro, that is on the other side. And there is a plan to interconnect better Sardinia, that is this island, with the rest of the of the network with three terminals HVDC link between Italy, Sicily, and Sardinia. There are also plans to link Italy to Tunisia in order to exploit the possibility to produce renewables in Africa if they allow. And also you see that there is a tendency in general for all over Europe to plan interconnection between, for example, Greece, Cyprus, and Israel, and the other part also Africa, and you see a lot of interconnection in Europe. So one answer in order to increase the stability of the network is increasing the links. The problem is that these lines are easy to
my question, this one.
Yeah.
Tunisia, yeah, that is interconnected from Italy to Tunisia.
Oh, it is interconnected now in AC with the network from Spain.
Oh, from Spain.
But this is a plan. So this
it's
is
plan.
a 10-year from the future. So 2020, 2030, the 10-year network development plan. So these are plans.
10-year network development
plan. So this is one of the websites that I shown to you. You can also click and see what are these plans. This is already built, this green. These are planned in order to increase the interconnection from. There is a problem, that is the cost of this interconnection that is extremely high. So every HVDC interconnection, to give an idea, this interconnection between Italy and Montenegro, it is around 1 billion euros. So you multiply it by 70,000, so it is 70,000 billions of rupiah in a year. So it is a big effort in order to build all this.
Okay, thank you. More 2 minutes. Okay, this material will be stopped, but another material about Italy. Italy, Bologna, Europe, there is no question. There is any question from you? Yes. Come here. This is my student just coming from Japan, from Kagoshima. Join with the program? In Kagoshima, Nani internship? Kagoshima, blah, 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 blah. Hang. Okay. Okay, give applause for.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zaki Auledeza. You may ask me, Zaki, sir. So, I guess I have a question for you. So, actually, it's the previous slide for the electricity regulation. So, how are the electricity regulation for housing and home industry? It prices vary greatly per hour. Are there any regulation that provide relief for housing, or are there any smart grid for the house? Actually, because the price is vary for every hour, so is there any regulation for that? This first question. And for the second question, so actually it's out of topic, but I want to know about, so there is a problem right now in the world about the food hunger for the energy, electricity, and for the water development. So, is there any problem with the Italy? So we may know about that Italy need a lot of electricity. That we can see from the prices that really high. Is there any problem with that three of the? Okay, thank you so much.
Water, energy, and food.
I try to answer to the first part that is clear for me. that is, I mean, the interface from the final users to the gross market, that they are the sellers. So in general, I mean, all the final users, the residential customers, they have a contract with a reseller that is selling price that can be fixed during the day, can be fixed during the day, the daylight, and during the night, a different price. Can be something related also with the electricity market that is more sophisticated. But the final users does not need to look at these prices because these are the prices for the gross market. In general, if there is a tendency in these prices to increase during the year, it is expected that also the tariffs of the contracts for the next year will increase. But the user, the final user, is not paying that price. Is paying. This is the price that is recognized for the producers of electricity, and it is the price that the resellers pays to the producers. But the final customers has a contract with the reseller, not to the. So I don't know if this is more clear. So these spikes, I mean, are not directly affecting the final users because who cares? I mean, is flat. No? Yeah. The second part of your question is more complicated because I can see a nexus, a link with water, because the water is also used for electricity production, but also for other purposes, for example, farming and so on. So there is a clear link between the use of water and the use for electricity that is extremely regulated. So there is the authority that there are fixed, also amount of money that the people that produce electricity by using water, they need to pay in order for the use of the water. The water is used also for other purposes, so there is a clear link also for the fresh water in the city. But the link between the electricity and food, I am a little bit embarrassed. I cannot give you a direct answer. It is, for sure, electricity is important for the final customers. So the authority says that there is a specific regulation in order to protect the final customers for the market power. So there are rules that allows you to change your reseller whenever you wish without any cost and choose another reseller that sell the electricity to you at a cheaper price. And this is a very, a strong requirement for the market, because if you are free to choose, you can choose the reseller that is selling to you the power and you are not blocked or forced to a reseller that is increasing price every year. So this is my answer.
Okay, for food, energy, and water for next seminar. Yeah. Okay, this is very complicated. Maybe there is an. So you introduce yourself from without this one. No, this is no. You are a good student.
Hello, Mr. Hello, Mr. My name is Dava. I have a question. When I saw about the initial slide, I saw Corsica, which is a part of France, but have a certain condition in political. Apart from political factors, is there any difference in transmission line or distribution system from Europe, especially from France? Thank you very much.
The second part I miss always the second part of the question. But I'm starting with the first, that is Corsica. Corsica is here. And it is in the middle of the Mediterranean, but there are no links direct between France and Corsica.
Yes.
So Corsica has a link with the rest of the system through Italy. So there is only a link, a DC line between Corsica and Italy. And this is a plan in order to improve. I do apologize. I need to put I do. Is there any plan for you? Oh, perfect. Thank you. Sorry. So there is no link directly from Corsica to France. This is planned because it's planned to be reinforced, but it still existed from a long time, from the 60s. This link between Italy, Corsica, that is this island, and Sardinia, that is this island. Sardinia is belonging to Italy. Corsica is the place where Napoleon Bonaparte was born in Ajaccio. So it is part of France. And there is no direct link from Corsica to France. So there is a link to Italy. So it is considered as another country for the system. Because this is the answer. And the second part was something more complicated.
I just concerned, is there Corsica is near from Italy, but it's a part of France.
Okay, but it is I said to you, it is the place where Napoleon Bonaparte was born.
Yeah.
That is the empire of France. So from history, it is France. I mean, it is the place where the biggest emperor from France was born. So we cannot take out from France the Corsica. We are not allowed to do that.
So
it is so much important for them. I mean. You can understand from the history what was the empire of Napoleon, no? Yeah. If you go to Paris, there is the tomb of Napoleon. So it is a big part of the French culture, and Corsica is the birthplace of that.
Okay. If you want to ask about the borderline between Italian and France, not about electricity. This is so there is a beautiful mountains. What's the name? Mont Blanc. This is the important question in Mont Blanc.
Yeah, it is here.
Okay.
Yes, this is probably the biggest. It is the biggest mountain in Italy. Yeah.
So you can visit that. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Maybe enough today. So, because, yeah. Pak Anton, there is a question. No? Enough? Okay, enough for today. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe the question of electricity is okay? Yes. Oh, yeah, academic also.
Okay, I have one more question. How is the academic atmosphere, working behavior in Italy and Europe, Prof? Because I heard from my friend that come back from Europe for a couple months, they said to me that Europe has better working behavior, like work-life balance is better than Asia and so on. But I don't think so. So can you tell us?
It depends on the people.
I'm sorry. Maybe as expertise and academia, like us. If there is interesting opportunity, I will go to Italy.
Yeah. It depends on the people, obviously. It depends on the atmosphere of the lab, and it is always varying. I would like to try to give you another answer that is more complicated. Not more complicated. It is something that I read in a small book that you can also find in the internet. It was written not in these years. It was written 100 years ago. And the author is Max Weber with the WE. It was not electrical engineer, it was a sociologist. He's considered to be the founder of sociologists. And that book was, the title I'm trying to translate in English is Max Weber was German and was an academic professor in German, and was the intellectual activity as a profession. So you can mention as academic activity as a profession or research activity as a profession. And in the book, he says that every time that there is a scholar, I mean a student that is asking him, oh, I would like to continue my career in academic, in the research. And he was always saying to the student, oh, but be aware that it is a difficult part. I mean, are you ready to see people that are working much less than you, that deserve much less than you, that they do much less than you, and they make a very fast career, they be your boss and so on. And you are struggling and doing very nice things, and your career is low. And so, are you ready? And always the students say yes, because my future is not the career. My intention is not the career; it's the science, the science, the research. And he says that everybody says that, but at the end, all these people were affected by this issue. But that was German, 1920. So today is.
I'm sorry. What the title of the book, Prof?
The title of the book is Intellectual Activity Research as a Profession.
Oh,
it is a very small thing.
Okay.
It is also part of politics. It says, okay, what is the influence of the politics in the academic life and so on. But there is also this page, and this may provide you an answer.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I asked. This is my question for you. Guglielmo Giovanni Maria Marconi. You know, he is the alumni from Bologna University. Yes. What the pronounce? Maybe I don't know the pronounce.
Guglielmo Marconi.
Giovanni Maria Marconi. Yeah.
Okay, this is complete name.
Complete name, complicated name.
Yeah, where they put
Guglielmo Marconi.
Yes, it's the inventor of the radio and also the entrepreneur.
Yeah, born in Bologna, the Kingdom of Italy, the alumni of Bologna Università. No, this one.
Was not taken any degree. Was
Alma mater.
Was only an honorary degree when he was already Nobel Prize.
Okay.
But was not graduated.
Okay.
Marconi has not any degree from any university.
Any university.
He was an emperor and was a founder of the Marconi Company, was the inventor of the radio, was a Nobel Prize at the beginning of the 20th century, so I think 1909. But you can check, I cannot read.
On behalf of University of Bologna. On behalf.
No. It's that the company was
this is
Marconi.
not correct from the Wikipedia.
Yeah, but also Wikipedia can say something that is not also correct. I mean, he has not taken any.
Okay, give applause, Professor
Yeah.
Albertos.
was an honorary degree when it was already established. And so
But in the laboratory, and I don't know, in the university, blah, 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 University of Bologna, blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
Guglielmo Marconi. What's the
Yes.
meaning?
The meaning for the department is that in the name of the department was electrical electronic, but there is a strong group on telecommunication. So they would like to have something, the name of the department. So the department is electrical electronic information system. Guglielmo Marconi to say that there is a strong group, research group. in telecommunication.
Okay, thank you today. Maybe enough for today for this.
As you wish.
So thank you. So my question, how about Indonesia?
Oh, that is very nice.
About Surabaya?
Was,
Because you're the first time for
Yes.
coming in the city. How about ITS?
Yes, sir.
About electrical engineering department? It's okay?
Good.
Our student now, it's okay?
I very appreciate the question. I also appreciate the question from the children, no, the school. The difficult thing to answer, I mean, for the final use is that I mean the meaning of kilowatt hour. So the meaning of power and energy. That for us is very clear. But for the people, I mean, needs to be explained because you are buying something that you cannot see. I mean, the electricity is something. We are also used to buy something that you cannot see, that is the phone, no, the possibility to call. So there is this obstacle of understanding. No?
Maybe you can say about our happiness in Italian language.
Yeah.
One sentence. In Italian language.
In Italian language.
Yes, one sentence.
Grazie.
Gracias.
And then say thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
For your attention.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for Professor Alberto and Professor Imam for the amazing lecture for of us. Gracias, Professor. Okay, after this, oh, like that. So what's? Oh, it's Spain. It's not Italy. Not Italian. It's Spain. What is the Italian for?
Grazie, grazie, very simple.
Oh, grazie. Okay, maybe we have a language combination, but yeah, that's the point of it. So after this, we will give the certificate of appreciation towards Professor Alberto. So please, Professor, you can go here. Give applause to Professor Alberto. And also, it will be handed over by Professor Imam as the representative of Institut Teknologi 10 November. So for committee, please help me to give the photo. Okay, I will guide the photo. Please shake hand. Look at the camera. 1, 2, and 3. Once again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, thank you so much. And we also have some little souvenir for Professor Alberto. Okay, I will guide the photo in 1, 2, and 3. Once again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, thank you so much. Give applause to every one of us. Okay, maybe after this, we will have the documentation session. So for every participant, please go forward and take a photo together. Boleh ke depan, guys. Ke depan.
Jadi yang tidak foto saat Anda ke Italia, ke Bologna, tidak ada bukti fotonya, tidak akan diakui oleh Profesor Alberto.
So please, all of you can stand up and go forward because we will take the documentation session. Oke, mungkin buat teman-teman bisa langsung ke depan karena fotonya hadap sana ya. Jadi bisa ke depan langsung aja. Ayo.
Mungkin untuk teman-teman, adik-adiknya juga ke depan, gak apa-apa. Silakan mau ke depan. Buat foto bersama ya. Ayo kita gabung ke depan. Teman-teman panitia juga kumpul ke depan. Di belakang masih ada ruang yang kosong. Oke, adik-adik silakan ke depan. Monggo. Oke, semuanya sudah siap. Gimana buat dokumentasi?
Mungkin teman-teman yang sebelah sana bisa ke depan dan sebelah sini juga bisa agak ke depan yang di bagian belakang. Nah, gitu juga nggak apa-apa. Tidak apa-apa.
Okay, maybe I will guide the photo documentation for today. In count 3, 1, 2, and 3. Once again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, maybe let's take another. Yeah, let's take PSSL sign. So, still formal. Sorry, still formal. So sorry. Okay, we will take the picture in 3, 2, and 1. Once again, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so is that okay if I ask you guys to do this sign with your right hand, like this? So like your middle finger is behind the point fingers. Okay? Okay. I will guide the photo in 3, 2, and 1. Once again, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, because the documentation session is already done, on behalf of the entire committee in charge, I would like to thank you very much for all of your enthusiasm and your attention. And I also would like to apologize previously for any mistake in words or dates. I'm Gading, I excuse myself. Thank you very much and see you in another lecture of PSSL. Bye-bye, guys.